All right, this is what we're making for this project. It is just a bus. Don't get freaked out. You don't have to make it exactly like this. The picture of what you're making can be found in your Google Classroom, but I'm going to be working from my phone. So the things you want to have on your picture is going to be the bus shape. That's pretty much what the bus kind of looks like. I'm going to show you how to do that. You also want to have the windows. There is 5 windows on the side and the one in the front. When we do our shading, we want to talk about the top part shading. That's the very top of the bus. And we're also going to do the front part of the bus. That is where the hood is. And we're also going to be shading the windows. I want you to shade the whole thing, but the focus is going to be on those 3 areas. When I am looking at grading it for your shading, this type of shading where it's nice and smooth is 100. When it's a little bit less smooth and I can see the lines in between, we're looking at an 80 or 90. And when it's way too rough, we're talking about 70 and 60. All right, well, let's get started. We need our pencil, paper, and eraser here. To start, we're going to make a medium-sized rectangle. It does not have to be perfect. If you want to do it like me, I'm just going to make the rectangle a few times so I have options. And then you're going to make a little bit smaller rectangle in front of that one. So this is going to be the main part of the bus and the front part of the bus. I'm going to make 2 circles for the wheels. The front part of the bus has a little bit of a slant on it, so I'm gonna add this little triangle and a small rectangle for like the grill part of. All right, for the front upper part of the bus, I just put 2 little circles. These are like the lights and a bumper in the back. The window, this front window is a little bit slanted. Don't worry about getting that totally perfect. And for our windows, I'm just gonna put a long rectangle right here, and then I'll separate it for my windows afterwards. Before I separate my windows, I just want to make sure that I had the right amount. There's 5 of them. And then we're just gonna divide that bigger rectangle into smaller ones. Now I'm going to go and make my lines darker, the ones that I like. Now we're going to erase any of the lines that we do not need. All right, so now we want to look at our picture here, and at the very top, it gets dark at the top, and then it's very light in the middle part of this section. So just make sure when you're shading it that you start, if you're starting at the very top, you start off a little bit darker, then you go light, and then where the windows are, it should be darker again. looking at the picture again, the windows are dark at the bottom and then they are lighter at the top. So that's dark at the bottom for the windows and light at the top. Alright, for the hood or the front part of our bus, it's kind of like the top, where it has a little dark section right at the top of the hood part, and then it gets very light, and then it is dark again. It's kind of tricky, but if you pay attention, you should be able to get this. Alright, so now we're pretty much done. We have the shape of the bus, we have the windows, the 5 of them on the side, plus the one down the front. We have our wheels, and the top part of the bus is shaded. The front part of the bus is shaded, and same thing for the windows. So now that we have that, we can go and just finish shading the bus however we want. It does not have to be, accurate to the bus. You can just have fun for the rest of it. So just, like I said, just have fun and shade in the rest of the bus. And let's see what you got. All right, and this is my completed bus. I have the shading on there, I have the bus shape, and it looks pretty good. Hopefully you have something that looks close to this. If not, that's okay. Just make sure you have it kind of good.